Right? Got working here. Gotta work on all the devices for now. The stream takes up a lot of Wi-Fi. Let's see. We're gonna start up. Okay. As you can hear, my brother is crying in the background. There we go. It's starting. Alright, I just needed to make sure. Anyways. Yeah, as you can tell, I've not been streaming on Sundays, but that's mostly because, like, on Mondays, and then Fridays through Sundays, I'm helping my parents move out of our old house, and then, I'm basically busy those days now. So I have to, like, squeeze in the streams on, like, the weekdays now. Like, streaming, like, I try to get, like, 2, maybe 3-hour streams, instead of, like, the usual 6 hours, which, I mean, I feel like it's better to have shorter streams, so I don't accidentally burn myself out. Also, if you've seen the last time I've made a Fatal 12 live stream, you'll notice I'm doing it a day early. The reason why is because like tomorrow at 7, like right now I would have, like, if it was tomorrow, I would have, like, a football meeting, so I have to, join that, and I won't be able to stream tomorrow. Then, the last thing I wanted to say was, like, I'm still planning on, like, streaming Genosha on Thursday, because I don't have anything planned on Thursday as of now. One last thing about, Fatal 12. I checked the votes, and the votes says just keep the Japanese voices, so we're keeping the Japanese voices in. We're just gonna let the Japanese voices do their thing. Sorry, that's basically what the vote says. Anyways, as you can see, like, I've been trying to get, like, into writing to help me out, like, with my, not only the fanfiction I'm working on now, but, like, other fanfictions I'm thinking of making, as well as, like, another project of mine that I've been kind of working on in the background a little bit. One last thing before we begin. Thanatophobia, my fanfiction that I've been working on for like a while now. You already know the drill. It's like in the description below. If you're interested, then go ahead and read it. A new chapter is basically, like right now I've been posting like new parts of it. So new part is coming out like every Sunday. I've also, you know what? I think next stream I'm gonna, cause I don't want to waste, too much time. Next stream, I gotta remind myself of this, but I've been updating, like I've been like, moving some stuff from my Amino to my Wattpad, such as my Danganronpa redesigns. If you guys looked at my Wattpad account, you'll also notice that I did a Fangan. So, yeah, I'm posting their redesigns, basically. Hold on, let me just, I made this smaller because it was blocking some things. I'm gonna decrease the size of this. Okay, too much. Too much? That's way too much. Right here. About, yeah, let's just leave it at that. So yeah, I've been updating that fanfiction with like some updated designs and a little bit of, their characters and stuff. A little bit tidbits about their characters and stuff, and why I redesigned them the way they did, as well as a little bit of a background synopsis, which is, a very small amount of stuff. Well, I may or may not use some of those characters, whether that be in a future Vangan or like in another universe sort of thing, like another story sort of thing, because they're like OCs. They're not like official characters that I'm stealing or anything. They're just my own characters sort of thing, Anyways, with all that out of the way, let's actually get into, Fatal 12. Let me just get into the library, and then boom. There we are. I got myself a root beer right here. That's not a healthy thing to, like, drink soda, that's like, it's not like I'm drinking that much. I'm drinking, like, 1 can, and it's not like I'm drinking it every day. I'm only drinking, this is my first can in, like, a month or 2. Alright? Sorry, I'm just looking at this, because this is a little new. Because it wasn't like this before, I don't think. This title screen. Let's see. Obviously, she's here, she's holding cards. Maybe she's like our assistant. Like, this character right here is kind of like our assistant. Obviously, she has a crush on us. She could have a crush on us too, but I'm not completely sure. Fuck, are we gonna have a love triangle thing going on? Like, we like her. She may or may not like her. Oh wait, or it's like both of them like me, and that's why they can't see eye to eye. Because I remember, you know, her mentioning. I remember her specifically mentioning that I haven't memorized the names yet. Mentioning that these two don't see eye to eye. Other than that, hold on, real quick. I'm gonna shrink this a little bit more. Okay, there we go. I think I just made it back to where it was. God damn it. Continue. Of course. There's Mao. The fourth wheel in this love triangle that I'm thinking is about to happen right now. Who has probably has either no idea what's going on, but knowing how our main protagonist probably doesn't know what's going on, Mao might know everything that's going on and is just fucking annoyed, just sitting there like, God damn, we're really going through this shit. Okay, Mao's already in the classroom by the time I arrive. Ameka's Girls University High School, otherwise known as Ameka High. Yeah, I'm just gonna call it Ameka High, cause fuck university. Like, not university, but fuck, like, adding Girls University High School, like, it's just a lot. It's just a lot to say, Ameka High. An apparently traditional school with facilities from kindergarten right up to college. Really? Huh, I've never heard of schools like that. It's probably just a Japan thing. It's co-ed through middle school, but at the high school level, all the boys have to go elsewhere. Which, why does it have to be like that necessarily? Doesn't that just, like, I feel like having it, like, almost separated like this causes more trouble than fixes. I mean, I could be wrong. Once again, it's like a traditional school, and it's like different culture. I'm not sure if I get it myself, so I'm not gonna, comment too much on it. People seem to have this image of it being one of those stereotypical all-girls Christian establishments, but it's not much different from the typical top-tier high school. Pretty much how, my old high school was. I'm not sure if I mentioned it in the previous video, but I'm not gonna say their name in case. Like, it's kind of like a normal prep school, but with, like, Catholic stuff. Christian's different. Okay. Alright, what the fuck is everyone... I can't motivate myself to give a cheerful reply, because I just found out I was in a fucking death game, and, I might have to kill one of my friends if I want to live, so... Yeah, not exactly in a fun mood. What I saw last night refuses to leave my mind. Accepting the fact that I should be dead is proving to be a bit tricky. What the fuck is the other two? Hey, jeez, like, God, like last night, I fell asleep at like 2, I didn't even fall asleep at 2 in the morning. I got into bed at like 2 in the morning, and I woke up at like 10:30. I'm like, ugh. I have a lot of stuff to do today if I want to be able to stream by like tonight. I also have been watching, oh my god, Guru Login. I just finished Evangelion a while back, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna need like a minute to process this anime, really good anime, Evangelion. I really like the ending, at least of the anime. Movie just confused me because I'm like, continuity? Different continuity? Same continuity? Like, when in timeline? Where timeline? Like, I was trying to figure out, I'm trying to decipher it. I'm gonna probably do a little bit more research tonight, or like whenever I have time. Maybe tomorrow. It depends on how long my football meeting goes on for, you know. Guru Login. I just needed something dumb and fun. Fun to, like, you know, mix to, like, balance out the mind-fucking of Evangelion. The good old mind-fucking of Evangelion. Like, I felt like after watching that entire anime, I felt like it fucked my mind, like how Asuka's mind got fucked. Oh man, that's fucked up to say. Anyways, let's continue before we have to settle down. Simmer down and figure out what the fuck I just said. Right. Hey, nice. Talking to Mao helps to cheer me up a bit. Especially since I realize I'm in a death game and I could die at any fucking moment. If it turns out that last night wasn't just my imagination, then I really don't know what to do about it. Probably better off just living life as like usual. Until I get the chance to speak with Miharu at least. Ironically enough, Miharu hasn't arrived by the time classes begin. Uh-oh, that's not a good sign. Oh, god damn it, I just realized. The date pops up in the top right. I have to fucking move where I am. Like, it said Monday, 5/7, I believe. Something like that. I didn't really register what the fuck it said. I just need to move myself to the top left again. Alright, hopefully nothing important pops up in the top left. In fact, she didn't come to school at all. I'm scared to press anything. Like, I should really keep my hand on the mouse. Because there's no backlog. I can't go back in case I accidentally skip something. I've sent her a message, but it is still listed as being unread. Just following what's happened last night causes me to panic. Fortunately, Mao has some calming news for me. Okay. Who the fuck would rather go to work than school? You see her? Because you're not dealing with as, like, much shit. I feel bad for retail people. A little bit of a tangent there. Wow, okay, cool. Don't start ghosting me! You don't have the fucking right to start ghosting me when you have a crush on me. I made an expression that screams, "You're so full of it," in response. She tries to avoid eye contact, but eventually gives in when I refuse to stop staring at her. I'm pretty sure she just grabbed my coat while I tried to walk away and, like, find you guys. Like, bro, how is she not catching me? I can't help but repeat part of her question back at her. Don't tell me Miharu told her everything. Yes. The wave of relief washes over me when I heard that. She was only talking about the amusement park. Of course that was... The death game was where you connected it. In that case, I can't think of anything in particular. Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me right now? Mouse seems legitimately concerned, though. I mean, it probably, like, has something to do with the fact that she has a fucking crush on you. But what? God. But what? God, fuck, it's so painful to see this type of shit. Like, how can you not be that fucking aware? I fucking caught on instantly. How the fuck have you not even got a hint? She wastes no time in I'm yawning. She wastes no time in reverting to feigned ignorance. Right. And here I was, ready for something heavy, considering how rare it is to see Mao looking so serious. Oh my god, does Mao know, but we don't? What's the problem? What are you about to say? Why is that? Oh my god, Mao, don't fucking be like that too. You can't fucking do the you can't be in the know and keep Rinka out of the know. She's a dumbass. Mao ignores me and trots right out of the classroom. She's not in any clubs, so it's common for her to head straight home after school. In fact, she rarely stops by the Lion House either, and I always get brushed off whenever I ask what she's been up to. I'm kind of interested in, how it's gonna develop characters not only in the death game itself, but also outside of it. Because, even though there are characters in... It's one of those, once again, it's like a supernatural death game thing, like Future Diary. So there are, characters who are in the know of the death game and stuff. But then there are characters outside of it. I don't think Future Diary had any characters who are outside, of the death game. So it'd be interesting to see, what characters do... What they do with the characters who are outside the death game, like Mao and I forgot the other girl, the glasses, four eyes. The four-eyed girl. There we go. What's on her mind exactly? Thinking back to yesterday, she did look like she wanted to say something when we were alone. Concerning the dream that followed, the two might be related. I mean, technically speaking, yes. I'm starting to think she probably tried to confess her crush on Rinka, if I read the mood correctly. Because, at any moment in the death game, she could die, Which reminds me, Mao mentioned that Miharu would be going to work. Look at what she's saying now. She really does care for her friends. I find it hard to keep my concerns about where she works that day. Sorry. I know the name of the place and where it is, but it's kind of hard to stroll in there. Oh my god, is that a bad part of town? I mean, oh, never mind. I mean, it's a restaurant by definition, but it's a bit different from your standard fare. I'd be fine if Mao tagged along, but chances are she won't want to. After giving it some thought, I grab my phone and fire off a message. Fire off a message like a revolver thing. Oh man. Oh, Naomi, that was her name. Okay, you see, that was the date. That was the date thing you guys didn't see. Because my fucking big fat head was in the way. Like, go for it, I was looking ahead. Do you come here often? Okay. Miharu's workplace is a maid cafe located in Akihabara. A maid cafe? Good lord. But I know some of you weebs out there like, fucking lucky Japanese people, why don't we have shit like that? Like, fucking calm down. It's a small, privately run establishment, so the staff just has to wear maid outfits. Meaning none of the usual business you see from bigger outlets, but it still takes some courage to stroll in. I mean, yeah, it's a maid cafe. There's no way I could have done it on my own, which is why I brought Naomi along as my sacrifice of sorts. If I'm suffering, I'm taking someone down with me. Unsurprisingly, all the customers are guys, which helps us to feel especially out of place. Are you sure about that, Rinka? Like, are you sure about that? I mean, I guess, technically, yeah, there's difference between guys and girls, but you get what I'm trying to say. Oh. Hey, don't fucking judge me. Hey, don't judge Rinka. Don't fucking judge me. Miharu sounds beyond exhausted as she drops off my coffee. Oh man. Ooh. God, I swear, these two are like day and night, actually. I didn't think about it, it's like opposites attract, sort of. It's like, these two, I feel like maybe these two might be similar, if not the same at heart, somewhat. But how they present themselves and, you know, where they work, for example, like, she works in like a family-run business, essentially, and this is like a maid cafe, kind of like, I'm assuming maid cafes are more or less common in Japan. I'm assuming. Don't at me. I could be incorrect. I really don't want to Google maid cafe because I know I'm gonna start getting some weird ass ads and recommendations from Google. So I'm just gonna continue. This is what you get for ghosting me. They made maid sprites too. Okay. An ever so elusive. Now I'm upset. She's still talking. Now I'm upset that I missed an ever so elusive message from you. And then Rinka, like, this fucking just goes over Rinka's head, like, okay, I guess that's understandable. Like, come on. Oop. That is forceful. Uh-oh. God, yep, it might actually be love triangle. Did I predict it? With that, she places Naomi's warm and fluffy cocoa in front of her. But she misses the coaster a little bit, which leads her to inadvertently slamming it down on the table. Naturally, this surprises some of the other customers, causing many of their gazes to turn our way. Oh boy. Is my face blocking that art? Okay, no, good. Whew! Yeah. Uh-oh. We might actually have a love triangle. I'm not sure about Miharu if she's gonna act like this. I can't see her face. Like, it's clear that do these two actually have a crush on Rinka and this is going over her head? God damn, no. Miharu turns to Naomi and delivers a polite bow. Naomi looks terrified despite being on the receiving end of an apology. I'm being passive-aggressive, bitch. Right. Ah, Jesus. I mean, I was planning on talking with you about the thing, you know, about last night. I don't know. Like which, like, I'm just coming up with scenarios in my head. Like, I have, like, remember 999 when I played that? And then we picked the, oh, you're afraid of being alone with boys option, and then we had that whole talk. Like, we just have one person saying one thing, and then one person thinking the other, and it's just like, oh boy. And it's just uncomfortably long, and then our reactions just, oh. Naomi's. But, I accidentally pressed space. Oops. No, don't say that. Oh no. Yes, say that, actually. I mean, you can't say that and then expect... Oh my god. Like, you gotta get with her. Get with Miharu. Eat. The music changed too. Bro, right now, this entire game is as straight as a fucking silly straw, bro. Is this silly straw? Curly straw? I don't know. Curly fry. Fuck it. I don't know. Her face is bright red as she says that. A very uncommon occurrence. I still don't know how Rinka doesn't piece this shit together, but okay. You'd imagine she'd used to customers complimenting her, but I guess it's different when it's a classmate. It's only different when it's you. Come on. Right. Naomi, don't ruin the moment. Don't ruin the moment, Naomi. I could kind of see why Miharu... Is it Miharu? Miharu, yeah. And Naomi don't get along. Other than the fact that they both could potentially have a crush up for me, I don't know. Right when Naomi says that, the other customers burst out in laughter. Okay. As much as I can appreciate how these places have unique work environments... Places, hello? Places have unique work environments, I still don't really like being in one. She gives us her perfectly rehearsed work smile before moving on. Yeah, I understand why. Really? Oh. Yeah, I mean, she was talking about Miharu, because these two definitely do not like each other, huh? I mean, I think both of these, no matter how you look at it, like Rinka or Naomi, or Miharu and Miharu and Rinka, like, they're both, in a way, have, like, some different traits and stuff. But, like, some similar traits as well. Ignoring Naomi's stuttering, I made an effort to start on my coffee. We finished up our drinks in a hurry and leave just as quickly. We get on the same train back as well, but have to split up at Shinjuku Station, my stop. Okay. Once it hits 9 p.m., I start preparations to close up shop. I open up pretty late today, so there weren't many customers. We used to get lots of people coming along for lunch when my gran ran the store, but I can't make much. It's no surprise that they'd stopped coming. Even so, the fact that some people still came by because they enjoyed being able to relax and chat here makes me happy. It's worth mentioning that my gran handles all the business and financial decisions for my house, even while in the countryside. I put in the orders and such myself, but that's all based on her instructions after seeing each daily report. This is made possible thanks to the laptop she took with her. Okay, well, I guess. She's actually more tech literate than I am, despite her age. Alright. Around the time I finish cleaning up the store, someone makes their way through the door. Hearing the little bell jingle, I look over to see who it is. Is it Miharu? Yes, thank you.
Rinka.
Okay, she said, hey, Rinka, not hey, you. It's Miharu, who changed back into her school uniform. Just remembering her in that maid outfit nearly causes an involuntary grin. I didn't mean that in a bad way. It looked a lot better on her than I imagined. Although, I bet most things do, considering she's tall and stylish. Man, if only she had a crush on me. God, Jesus. In the end, it's her work outfit, so it'd be kind of rude of me to laugh. Jesus, come on, Rinka. Really? So, hold on, so... You done, Miharu? Okay, thank you. What was I gonna say? The fuck? Can you make me forget what I was gonna say? Is it, oh, now I do. Now I remember. Do maid cafes really pay that much? I cannot believe there's a question coming out of my mouth. Like, do maid cafes really, like, do maids, make a lot? Make a good amount? I mean, I'm not saying that they should not be paid a lot. I'm just saying that it seems like the type of business where there's just like some sleazy guy who would be an asshole and just do fucked up shit, you know? It just seems like that kind of business. The majority of Miharu's wage goes straight into living expenses thanks to a situation at home. Oh, that's not good. She doesn't pay for her tuition either, thanks to a scholarship. Okay, this is interesting. Okay, we're getting some interesting stuff about Miharu. Okay, bad home situation. Wonder... No, it doesn't have to be related to it. To her probably being a lesbian, but it probably is not exactly helping. She could just have a bad parents, abusive parents, like maybe dead mom, abusive dad, or reverse. You know, or just both abusive parents, or just one abusive parent as the other's passive. I'm not sure, alright? I'm just trying to figure out oh, I don't know the full story, but her parents got divorced, so it's just her and her mom at home. I think what's worse, her mom isn't in the best condition, so she struggles to keep a consistent income. Alright, there we go. Got my answer. I might not be working for the money itself, but I can't really compare myself with Miharu when I've got my grand supporting me. Sorry. Speaking of which, she mentioned once that most of the money she makes comes from real estate. Real estate. She always brushes me off when I try to dig deeper into it. Oh. Oh, no, it's not what you think it is, Miharu. I'm sorry. Rika's too much of an idiot. Does she know exactly what it's about? I take my apron off and move to sit down with her. Meaning? She stops me before I can take my seat and then continues. Oh boy. Are you gonna do it? Is she gonna do it? Or is Rinka gonna fucking just block her and like, oh, no, I was talking about the death game, not about whatever you're talking about. Oh, okay. Damn. Fuck, I just one of my glasses. Trying to adjust it. Okay, never mind, she got it. She pieced it together. Oh. That kind of makes me a little sad now. Yeah? Alright, that's the last one. I gotta toss this. I have a trash can right here, but there's no bag or anything, so I gotta go... Give me a minute, let me scooch back as far as I can. Come on. I can make it. Come on. Fuck. Alright. Hold on. I'm coming back. I could stand up, but I'm fucking lazy right now. Oop. Alright, I'm back. Where's my chat go? Like the chat's open. Alright. Okay, so we remember now. But can both of us make it through to the end, though? Can we? She says this with a radiant smile. We're both in a death game! When I see her smile, I can't stop my gut feelings from taking over. I lose my self-control the moment she confirms that divine selection is real. Everything I've been holding back since waking up from that dream comes pouring out. Man. Oh, Jesus. Oh, man. I mean, if she's not manipulating us, she is really in love with us. I can't tell. She could be gaslighting us right now. She could be trying to manipulate us right now. But I also don't see her as the kind of person, because she seemed just as surprised when we were in the dream, so it just feels more like that, it just seems more like she just realized, like, she's actually willing to sacrifice her life for us. If I'm not misreading the situation at all. Oop. Whoops, my thing is stuck. There we go. That is definitely lesbian. Right. God. I mean, everything that happens within the week, so it's not like their existence is completely going away, but a part of them will be going away. I wonder, do the participants remember about the characters? I would assume that the participants know about the other participants, even after the whatever effect they had here is gone. Obviously, the tourist lady from before, let me see. Menu, card book, participant 6, yeah. This tourist lady, like, is she just gone? Like, I mean, no. I mean, obviously she's gone, but did our interaction with her never happen then? Like, did we forget about it, or do we still remember it? Yeah, we got this motherfucker we don't know anything about. We obviously know her name. Her regret could be not confessing to us. I'm assuming this one is us, so let's see. Federico, we got number 3, Federico Carminati. I don't know what the fuck that is. Cause of death could be us, which is fire. And then we have a regret, which is gold medal. I don't know if that's our regret or someone else's. It could be someone else's, I guess. Could be Federico. Maybe Federico died in the fire and then we died in an explosion. I don't know. I break eye contact with her, giving myself a moment to regroup. Mihara replies by shaking her head while deciding on her next words. Right. As much as I don't want to think about it, she has a cause of death on her own as well. Oh, of her own as well. Whoops. Okay, there we go. I was confused. Did I just turn up the music or turn it down? Because I got like this thing here. The moment undoubtedly etched into her mind. My own death shocked me so much that my brain tried to block it out. And here she is, acting like it's no big deal. I don't understand how she does it. Because I'm doing this for your sake. Oh, man. Could you be less mean to, like, Naomi? Like, I get it. You guys are, like, if Naomi does have a crush on Rinka as well, you guys are sort of competing for that, but you don't need to be mean to other people. Ah, man. Oh, sheesh. Probably because she'd much rather die than not be the world with her, huh? She finishes her spiel before facing away from me. Man. I was not paying attention for their sprite. Like, what, did they just flip the sprite? I mean, I'm not saying that's lazy or anything like that. I'm just curious. Now I don't know. Hold on, let me go back in the stream. Just kind of curious. Okay, no, they didn't just... They actually kind of redrew it a little bit more. They at least edited it. Alright, that's kind of cool. Can't open my mouth. Not even after she's left my line of sight. I've forgotten to ask her about her own personal cards, as well as the reason behind me not obtaining any cards related to her. I make no progress for the several days as I wait for the second round of divine selection to come around. Are you fucking serious? You didn't do shit? What fuck? I start teaching Naomi how to brew coffee bit by bit, while I continue to engage in the usual banter with Miharu and Mao. None of this helps to ease my tension in my heart, though. I can feel myself being pressured more and more by the reality that I've become a participant in the divine selection again. Okay, he's obviously a participant because of his design. He's definitely a participant with this design. Are you fucking serious? There are people in this world who don't deserve to live, and I've never had any issue counting myself among them. I spent my life stealing and killing as the part of the mafia in southern Italy. I got to where I am today through countless betrayals. Oh, that's not good. You're not a good person to be up against in a death game. I was never in the big leagues, but I managed to find success after success as a mafioso? I don't know what that word is. I'll tell you no, I messed up when I shouldn't have and, well, died. Success wasn't imperative in the world I lived in. The key was to avoid failing, because a single failure meant you'd be 6 feet under. And that's exactly what happened to me. It's funny though. Turns out Lady Luck's impartial when it comes to whom she gives her blessings. Getting tossed into divine selection means I have the opportunity to live on despite my mistake. I've been given a new lease on life. I may not deserve to live, but that's irrelevant in the face of my desire to do so. So long as that desire's there, nothing else matters. Man, you really do not look like a mafioso. I mean, the suit and piercings, but just like the eyes are throwing me off, like droopy eyes, like, I'm depressed. Like, he looks like an emo boy. Like, you give this man some black hair and some heterochromia and he's someone's weird OC. That's the... Oh, shit, that's him. Sorry. That's number 3, I'm assuming. Number 3! That's the Federico Carminati way of life. I failed only once in my life, and I'm determined to keep it that way. I guess Lady Luck isn't the only one to pay me a visit, though. Her much less unfortunate sister has made sure to stop by, too. It's everyone's favorite character, probably. Odette. Oh shit, hold on. Do we have 2 protagonists? Hold on, are we playing by playing as 2 different protagonists? Like one is numeral 1 and one's numeral 3? That could make sense. Like we have name and then cause of death, and then we got name and then regret. Maybe. I don't know. I could be wrong, and the regret could be hers. I don't know. These cards are weird. This charming individual is Audette Melancon. I believe that's how you pronounce her last name. I don't know. Much like me, she's a participant in divine selection. Under normal circumstances, we should be aiming to eliminate each other, but we've agreed to help one another out for the time being. Oh, I guess it's more accurate to say she's forced to be into a truce. These are an interesting pair of individuals. Oh, she has casual teeth. Okay, now she looks more like someone who would be in the mafia, if I'm being honest. Because, like, the sharp teeth, sharper design overall. You know, as the other guy looks more droopy. Maybe the guy looks more droopy to give him a more gloomy look, you know? We use Capricorno as my code name when we're speaking. It's based on my zodiac sign, Capricorn. He's a Capricorn. Alright, we got it. In turn, Vierge is how I refer to her. My only issue is that pronouncing French words is kind of tricky for an Italian like myself. Okay, so he's Italian, and she could be French? Potentially French. Vierge. Virgo? She could be a Virgo. Anyway, I'm the one who suggested using code names. You know, like they use in 999. I did that mainly because our names are valuable info when it comes to eliminating others in divine selection. Neither of us are supposed to know each other's real name. Knowing her, she's probably used some connection to pull my name out of the lake. But she won't tell me that straight up. Obviously, I know her real name as well, but I haven't told her. Keeping that stuff to ourselves is the reason our current relationship works in fact. Fuck! Damn it, no, it works in the first place, sorry. God damn it, I gotta keep my hands while I'm trying to fucking read off of my keyboard, off my mouse. Okay, there we go. From the Chinese, I think. Makes sense.
寒い北京の気候に合わせてカロリーが高い。味も重要だが、私みたいな海の女にはカロリーが必要だ。
Okay, interesting. So, girl who lives on the sea, right?
特にこの北京ダックっていうのは中国の最大の発明じゃないかと思ってる。油がうまいんだ。
Never tried Peking duck.
フォアグラ用のガチョウといい勝負なくらいの残酷な飼育法だが。こううまいんじゃ仕方ない。まずく生まれ変わるしか道はねえからな。
Damn. Okay, well that's fucking. Oh man, boss bitch, let's go, girl boss. She shovels more and more food into her mouth the second she quits yapping. She's like Akane and Kazuichi, like Kazuichi, teeth, Akane. Pretty much everything else. This is her third plate of Peking duck, by the way. She's had plenty of gyoza and steamed buns in between, too. Hard to believe someone from France would order food like this, considering how particular they are about their full-course meals. Okay, yeah, so she is French. Just watching her pig out makes my stomach ache. Damn. She's a Frenchie? She got French pride? Bro, like, the spy from TF2 is like quaking right now. Oh my god, bro. They're about to argue over French in the town. Honestly, I don't think I've ever eaten much or if any French food before. French toast, but I don't think that counts. I've had French toast, does that count? French toast is pretty good. Bro. Okay, well built Chinese person. Really?
待て待て、わかった。いや、わかってはいないが、この話題はやめてくれ。
I still cannot believe we're playing as like two characters. She really would hunt for someone too. Only problem is that it doesn't matter what kind of tank she recruits. She'd still beat both of us senseless. How did she die? Also, we do get two more characters. Okay, here's Federico. We got his name. And Odette Masson. And then Odette Masson. Wait, is this how many cards different people have? Or only that people we know of? Probably more of people we know of. I did not expect a pro tag swap in this game. And especially not with a Mafia member. I'm kind of curious what kind of endings we can get with these pro tag swaps, you know? Ain't many people who could take her in a fistfight, men included. She's the head of a group teaming with some tough seamen for a reason. Seamen. I gotta stop saying seamen. Seamen. I'm just gonna stop talking.
さてフェデリコ、酒はいるか？この紹興酒ってのは溶かした飴みたいでなかなかうまいぞ。
Some people say she collects a lot of semen from the fans. Oh boy. Just like that, she baited me into saying her real name.
さっきお前が何を考えてたのか知らないが、無意味な牽制はもうやめねえか。
Oh boy.
どういう意味だ?
This isn't good. I already know the answer, but I asked why anyway. She chugs more... Oh my god. Zhao Jingju before showing me a big toothy smile.
さあな。だがこの女神の選定とやらでよ。使命って情報は一番すぐにわかる情報じゃねえか。お前はコードネームで呼び合うことを提案したが、意味ねえんだ。調べればわかることだからな。死因もそうだ。自分の死んだ時間におおよその見当がついているから。
I mean, yeah. Yeah, I would imagine cause of death. I figured... Okay, you done? Okay, thank you. I figured finding out someone else's name isn't too hard. Cause of death would be the next thing that'd be probably difficult, because I feel like the only people who would know would be people who died there, or people who might be related to the death in some way. And then there is, like, regret we also gotta find out. So, how are we gonna find out someone's regret?
言いたいことはわかるな。
バカにするな。この選定は未練を探り合う情報戦ってことが言いたいんだろ？それくらいはわかってる。
Yeah.
わかった上でコードネームを使うってんだから、お前は小物なんだよ。使命なんて捨てろ捨てろ。
だが全員分の未練はカードでランダムに配布されてるじゃねえか。誰かが俺たちの未練のカードを持っているはずだ。
Oh, so everyone has a regret card. Okay, I think that makes sense. So that means the regret might be someone else's. 6's regret? Hold on. Wait, no, not 6. Is it 6? It's 11? 12? Fuck, I forgot. IX? Okay, so she has the name. So XI, no, she's XI, so... Okay, hold on. Okay, so this would be X. Okay, IX. So we know who IX is, then. Got it, okay, I think. So whoever this 9 is, their regret is gold medal. We don't know what regret she has. No regret this character has yet, but we might get a mention of it.
初期カードはランダムなんだから、都合よく私らの情報を3枚揃えられるわけじゃない。1回目の選定で誰も私らを指名しなかったんだから、運よく揃ったやつはいないってことが。
But then there was that tourist lady who just kinda got... Really? who just kinda got killed instantly.
私らのカードを入手したわけじゃなさそうだしな。もしそうなら、やれるやつからやってった方が得だ。
Was he Indian? I thought he was Middle Eastern. He could be Indian. Middle Eastern is Indian, right? Or am I wrong? Oop! Whoops. Okay, my space bar is not working. Oh, there it is.
もし最初に配られた3枚で誰かの手元にあんたのカードが揃ってたらどうするつもりだったんだ。
運命を呪うだけだよ。賭けに負けたって死ぬだけだ。
Right, okay. Can't really stand this woman sometimes. Can I be a little masochistic? Federico really be like, can I a little bit of a misogynist real quick? She makes you think she's got it all planned out, but leaves the most crucial bits up to luck. Her cautious and rational actions end up getting thrown out the window when she goes wild for no discernible reason. I honestly don't know what goes on in her head. This is the first time I've come across a woman who doesn't just do whatever a man tells them to. Okay, yeah. Alright, Federico's a misogynist, got it. The worst part of it all, though.
まあ、最後の二人になるまでは協力関係だ。従わない一点なら、また殴ってやるからかかってきな。
Okay. I was gonna say a joke, like they got all kinds of representation. They got the lesbians and misogynists. Let's go. That's what she does to resolve everything. She resorts to violence. I can't call her a nasty name out loud, so I just keep the insults to myself.
でだ。選定の最後の日には日本にいなくちゃいけないんだろ?
Really?
どうして俺たちは中国にいる?
Did they say they have to be in Japan for the final day of divine selection? Man, then that tourist lady really came in very early.
決まってるだろ。私は北京ダックが好きだが、本場では食ったことがなかったんだ。
So you just want to eat duck in Beijing?
おいおい、マジかよ。
Oi, oi!
宿題の答え合
Oh,
わせを
is there a Chinese participant?
は?
私たちの船が襲われる直前、中国食品企業の重役さんが会議中に倒れたってニュースが入ってたんだ。
Okay. As you might have guessed, that's the representation, hello? The representative for a certain shipping company. Of course, we're talking about this woman, so ain't no way that it's a plain old shipping company. Doesn't matter if it involves drugs or even dead bodies. They'll take any job they're paid to do. In that regard, you could call them smugglers. Their existence is kept in the dark, though, likely because certain governments aren't shy about making use of them. Yeah, that's an unfortunate truth. Well, it's not exactly accurate to say they'll take up any job, considering Odette makes it a point to turn down anything she considers boring. Certain circumstances led to my hitching a ride on her boat, which is how we ended up cooperating in the first place. We both died in the same fucking boat. Alright. Whoops, I accidentally skipped it. Sorry. I read it too fast. Oops. I can't even take a bite of food in front of my mouth. Take a bite of food in my mouth when she says that. She sits on the other hand. Oh, whoops. Sits on the other hand? What? Why the fuck am I seeing sits? She, on the other hand, grabs the bottle of Zhao Jingju and downs what's left of it in it.
仕事柄、こういう世界の情勢ってのを気にしてないといけないから、私は一度聞いたら忘れねえ。ローチャンホ。そいつの名前だ。調べ直してみたらまあ、ピンピンしてるみたいだ。
Okay, Ro Shang-ho. Okay, he's gotta be another participant, but probably not gonna see him. I'm just looking back here constantly to see if we're gonna get any of this guy's regrets or anything. I wonder if there's gonna be another group. Like, if there's gonna be, like, 3 main characters, And then all of them have partners. Like, we got 1, maybe 4, 5, 6, or is it just 2 different groups? The moment she mentions his name, the book beside her emits a strange light. It's a big, thick, auburn-colored book with some gold leaf decorations on it. But there ain't no pages in it. Just a big hole in the middle when you open it. I've got this same exact book, see? It's some kind of card storing book used for divine selection. Alright. The dull light focuses into a single point when she opens her book. It gradually fades, and in its place is a rectangular piece of paper. Audette catches it while it's hovering in midair. Oh, does that... Oh, damn. Roshan... Oh... He's number 7, right? The girl who was going on about a goddess... mentioned that the cause of all our deaths had been undone. The fact that Odette was able to notice such a paradox proves the girl wasn't lying. Damn, you're just going straight into diabetes? Shit. Shit. Oh my god, if she's about to get a second... Oh, you sorry for being misogynist. If she's about to get a second card from this, I'm actually terrified of this lady. Okay, whoo. I was a bit worried. She calls it the guessing game, but she clearly isn't taking stabs in the dark. Does the fact that a card doesn't appear mean she's not on the right track? Maybe it needs to be something you know for sure, and not something that there's like, you know for sure, like it's an absolute fact. And not something you just assume. Maybe. So, fat guy could have been diabetes, could have been heart attack or something. Could be he was murdered, because he's also a bigwig, he's rich. My attempt to tease her falls on deaf ears. The grin that spreads across her face soon burst with confidence. Huh. She directs her question towards the book, as if it nod back. Oh my god, amazingly enough, it does respond. It reacts the same way as when she mentioned Rose's name card. Holy shit. She's big brain, and I'm terrified of her. It's not looking good for a real main character, Rinka, right now, because Odette is too fucking smart for everyone's own good right now. Okay, yeah, that's what I said before. So you gotta believe it. Believe it! Believe it. Gotta believe in it, huh? What kind of fucking anime logic bullshit is that? I should mention that Odette went through that entire process while she continued to chow down on her food. I planned on going easy on the booze so I could stay rational, but I ended up downing my drink as well. Whoops. I figured that being stuck with her is a bad thing, but on the other hand, it might be perfect for me. This woman is gonna be useful. Because I'm a misogynist. It's not often you find someone who's got the brains to match the brawn. So I should be able to get rid of anyone in my way with her around. Why would she cooperate with me though? Maybe she figures I have all the info I need on her. So she's doing this to make sure I don't hand anything off to the other participants. But now I have to figure out more about her or else I'm screwed. Hey, we got Rancho. Okay. Cause of death, stroke. Holy shit. It's true. 4, cause of death, fire. Is it 4? No, it's not 4. Is it 4? I think it is 4. I'm just dumb. So 4 is cause of death, fire. So it's not our cause of death. It's number 4's cause of death. And then this is... IX. Okay, Who would 9 be then? Fuck, she has 4 cards already. Oh shit. Okay, she does not have our name. I was scared for a moment. Okay, so she has her own name. Of course, I'm just dumb. I say our name, but we probably have multiple protagonists. We were on the same boat when it sank. So naturally you'd think we both died the same way. And since I've got her name and cause of death, she wants to keep me in check. What she doesn't know is I don't actually know her cause of death. She shouldn't know mine either. She might have died when the ship was attacked, but the actual causes weren't by drowning or from fire. Really? It was from suicide then? In reality, the only info we have on each other is our names. How about just making it seem like she knows more so she can have leverage on me. Basically, this whole cooperation thing is a front so that she can get her hands on my info for when the last 2 remaining. Okay. Man. These 2 are kind of terrifying, honestly. The most important challenge of my life is about to begin. I ain't about to fail. And I certainly ain't gonna let her drink me under the table. Cause I'm a misogynist. God. We end up drinking till all the wine in the restaurant is gone. Damn. Amazingly enough, she pops open another bottle back at the hotel as the substitute for water. I'm not about to join her, so I go back to my room and sleep. Next morning, I notice that I have Rose card in my own book too. Okay, we're still with him, alright. Later that day, Odette gets me to start tailing him. Needless to say, this is for the sake of getting information regarding his regret. Divine Selection takes place at 12 p.m. on Sunday, Japan time, I'm assuming. So we'll be in a good spot if we manage to get all 3 pieces of info on him before then. As for why I'm tailing him on my own, well, that's down with a hangover. You know what I find interesting? Like, I'm seeing a more active character. Like, we see characters who are actively, like, with Rinka, we see a character who's more actively, like, emotionally involved. But with, Federico, we got a character... Federico? Is it Federico? It's not Federico. Federico. I knew someone who was named Federico. Why am I saying Federico? Like, it's all fancy and shit. Federico, who is more logically involved in the death game itself and is trying to win. Like, the difference between trying to win and survive, you know? Not in the way you'd imagine, though. She ain't suffering in bed. She's pissed off and screaming at everyone and everything. Can't believe she's making me second guess her usefulness just one day later. Uh-oh. Not long after I start tailing him, I have to rush back to the hotel to get Odette. Rose Company was located in one of those fancy high-class buildings in the middle of Beijing City. I lost sight of him thanks to it being so crowded, but I managed to learn his plans. A few minutes after entering the building, he made his way back out. Acting as someone there on official business, I asked the front desk about his schedule, to which they replied he was leaving on a business trip. They were hesitant about revealing the destination at first, but I managed to get them to reveal that he'd be staying in Taiwan for 3 days while visiting their local branch. Turns out we can hop on the same flight as him if we haul ass over to the airport.
奴は今日から台湾へ出張だ。追うぞ。とっとと準備をしろ。
I knock on the door, fully expecting her to flip out at me. Imagine my surprise when she struts out of the room ready to go, luggage and all. The fuck? As an aside, our phones and credit cards were perfectly intact, despite our washing up assure. So we didn't have any issue buying whatever gear we needed. She is not wearing much. Hello? Like, she is buff icon, but also not, those are really high shorts. And she's not wearing a full shirt, she got like a crop top sort of thing going on. Amazing. Okay. Oh, whoops, I don't need to read it. Really? And you couldn't give me the fucking heads up? Also, Federico has the same kind of hairstyle as me, except I don't got the bangs. I don't like that. Considering the type of character kind of he is. You know? He looks like Shaggy! Fuck! No, I only pieced together he kind of looks like Shaggy from like the top half, like a fancier Shaggy. Oh man. She dropped that bombshell on me like it's a casual greeting. The fact she doesn't mention what she'd do with me if I failed her little test proves how twisted she is. Why do I gotta be tested in the first place? Oh boy. Leave the hotel after I rush to get my stuff together. And the art's really good, if I'm being completely honest. Having made it on time to catch the same flight as Ro, we made our way to our hotel in Taiwan after landing. It's the same hotel he's staying in, so if we choose a room far enough away from his, and then discuss our next move over some wine and cheese, okay, right? Damn. Fuck, she is fat-phobic. Damn. Bro, I am not getting any action with her. Anyways, okay, so we both have the name and cause of death now. Okay, name, cause of death, now regret is all we're missing. How the fuck? Which all I can say is, okay, this guy had to have gotten this lady's regret from, like... This guy must have gotten this lady's regret instantly, and then just sort of started tailing her and stuff. Probably to figure out her name and cause of death. Unless they both died on the same plane. Or whatever. Not same plane? Same place. Sorry, I'm still on the airplane thing. I really hope I did not accidentally come across this. Anyways. Probably beat him up. Really? So he still thinks it's all a dream. Bro, didn't we? Okay, he probably just went through the dream like once, maybe twice. But by the time a third time it happens, it's like, oh shit, this is happening for real. Like these two are playing this death game like they're like the people from How to Beat, like, you know, different death games and stuff, you know? Like those kinds of YouTube channels. She grins, oh my god, nihilistically before continuing. There we
自
go.
分の死を冷静に認識できてればどうして生きているって疑問が浮かぶんだけどな。そうなりゃ選定とやらの存在を信じざるを得ない。
Yeah.
そんな風にぶっ飛んでんのはあんただけだ。
Sheesh.
んなことより滞在期間
3
に
days.
ならないか。
Is there a Taiwanese participant? And he's trying to get information on them? I grabbed some squares of cheese as I posed that question to her. Once I confirmed that she's reacted to it, I continued.
会社で聞いた時のあいつの出張期間は2泊。だがフロントで聞いたら、いや、問い詰めたらロはここに1泊しかしないらしい。
So then maybe he's going from Taiwan, like, from China to Taiwan, and then from Taiwan to Japan.
お前、ローに報告がいかないようにうまくやったんだろうな。
鳥模様だ。クレーマーのふりをして、ローの部屋がうるさい、部屋を変えてくれって言ってやった。そしたらフロントのやつは、明日までだから我慢してくれって答えたんだ。
Ah.
旧大点か。確かに、そいつは妙だな。あいつは明日に台湾支社へ行って、明後日には工場の視察に行く予定になっているはずだ。
So he's day after. So maybe the day, no, unless he's jumping hotels, seeing if there's anyone following him.
どちらも、このホテルからのアクセスは悪くないはずだが。
Unless he's trying to test if there's anyone tailing him, and he's actually being big brain right now.
まあいい。ならお前は明日も張り込みを頼む。私は別の視点から調べ物をしてみる。
はぁ？なんだよそれ。
今日は飯だ。台湾料理はまだ食ってないからな。私は海の幸にはうるさいが、どれ、地中海料理との違いを堪能してやろうぜ。
She's foodie. She's a food kind of person, alright. Name, she really is like a Kane. Except, some of the food actually gets to her brain. So she's actually big brain, sort of. At least, in my life.
いずれにせよ早まってローを問い詰めたりしたら逆効果だしな。
We split the rest of the wine between us and finished off the cheese.
地中海はフランスのもんじゃなくイタリアのもんだ。海の幸の比較なら俺の方が適任だわな。
Damn, okay. The major thing I take away from yesterday's activities is that surprisingly Taiwanese food ain't that bad. Yeah, they could work on their presentation a bit, but those steamed shrimp buns were delicious. Could see myself getting hooked on those rice noodles too. Don't let me forget about the spicy stuff either. Adding some dubanjing and taimenjing, I do not know if I pronounced either of those correctly, really created a perfect and rich balance between sweet and sour. Oops, that's enough Odette's impression for one day. Even though my stomach regrets eating so much last night, here I am in the hotel's parking lot early in the morning waiting for Ro. Rhodey's nuts. Once I see him leave in a taxi, I make sure to follow. And now I've been sitting around outside this company's building for a good part of the day. Boring as hell, but I'm used to waiting by this point. The streets of Taiwan really are an interesting sight, though. You can get a good hour's worth of entertainment from people watching. Too bad I still got another 7 hours left. After what feels like an eternity, I finally spot him leaving the building. I'm trying to add a little bit of attitude to spice things up a little bit with, like, all the narration. I figured he'll make his way back to the taxi too, but it looks like he's hoofing it instead. It's entirely possible that the people at the front desk told me he'd only be staying one night just to get rid of me. But the fact that he's not going straight back to the taxi proves nothing. He could be going out for a meal with someone. That much is normal for a corporate bigwig like him. As it turns out, he ended up at an Italian restaurant in town. A restaurantette. I do not know if I pronounced that correctly, to be accurate. Italian restaurants are split into restaurant, trattorias, and ostrerias. Restaurants are the fanciest of the three. I definitely did not pronounce that right. I can respect him for that. The glass paneling makes the restaurant easy to keep an eye on. So I waltz into the cafe directly across the street. It's got a glass paneling as well, so there's no danger of losing track of it. I order an espresso and dump plenty of sugar in it. It's gonna be a struggle to make this last as long as the net meal, but I gotta deal with it. As far as I can tell, it seems like a real fancy joint. Looks like he's made up a reservation, judging by how he gets taken to his seat by one of the staff right away. Soon after, someone takes a seat across from him. A young woman. She's wearing one of those glitzy red dresses that dirty old geezers drool over. Oh man, is he cheating on someone? Is he married? Could he be cheating on someone? Oh, is it like a controversial thing where it's like a businessman, employee sort of thing? I don't know. Pretty sure, oh, nope, it's cheating, alright. I'm pretty sure it's got a family, but it doesn't take much for me to catch on to what this is about. Oh, whoa, what's this? No. That's on the internet forever now. Okay, so we might have gotten a regret. Maybe something about this, I don't know. She ain't my type, but there's no denying that she's a looker. Doesn't seem like a random hostess either. Having discovered their relationship, I spent the rest of my time watching them enjoy their meal. Guess he's picked out a wine beforehand. Gotta hand it to him. Red wine like that will send any woman over the moon. Assuming they got good taste. I've never drunk, my lips have never touched alcohol. I mean, I think I might have tried alcohol when I was like 6. It tasted awful. I'm like, nah, nope. No alcohol for me, nah. It was probably just plain Budweiser, though. Beer by itself is probably not good. It's just a shame that he's using his bread to wipe up the leftover pasta sauce. You're gonna make that woman feel ashamed to be with you, buddy. The restaurant seems like it's more on the expensive and compared to the others around here, too. Chances are he's started going to these types of places more often once he hit a certain age. He has the appropriate manners, but sticking to them, and also dropping old habits can prove to be tricky. Jesus, whoops. Not like anyone's gonna call him out for it, considering his age and position. 3 hours pass before they finish eating and enjoying their after-dinner espresso. I get myself ready to leave while Ro pays for the whole thing by card. Fortunately, I know exactly what their plan is after this. Probably because I do the same thing. Once they leave and get into a taxi, I jump into another one and follow them. They end up making their way back to the woman's apartment, so after I confirm that they've gone inside, I return to the hotel. I don't know much about Taiwanese dogs, but some breed I'd never seen before came out to greet them both when they arrived at their place. Jesus Christ, this guy is a misogynist and racist? Man, Italians be crazy, dog. God, I just insulted all Italian people. Damn. You know what's the most fucked part? You know what's the most fucked part? My name is an Italian name too. And I don't have a single ounce of Italian blood in me, I'm pretty sure. She waves her hand in dismissal. Guess she won't be able to learn anything interesting, so now she's pissed off. Meanwhile, I'm feeling pretty great because I've got my hands on some crucial info. Yep, she's pissed alright. I leave a quick sigh before explaining what I saw. Oh.
ご丁寧にマンションに入るときキスをしてやがった。
Damn.
悪趣味なやつだな。
だろ、あの太っちょ、真面目そうな顔した愛人作ってやがったんだ。
Oh, it's a Taiwanese dog, not Taiwanese person that he called Taiwanese dog. Whoops, I just misinterpreted all that. Oops! Can I take back what I said about him just 5 seconds ago?
犬にもね。おっと、悪趣味なのはお前だぜ。中年男の恋事情を覗き見してんだからさ。
Oh my god, because that's my fucking job! We agreed on this. Okay.
ともかくだ。こいつの未練は愛人で決まりだな。
Right. Our last 2 attempts were regarding his family and work, but neither caused the car to appear. It might have been because we weren't exactly certain, but a part of me felt that we weren't just on the right track. I'm confident about this one though. That is why I direct my comment to him with the book, expecting it to turn out the card for me. Maybe it's his wife? All that follows is a brief period of absolute silence. Sans the sound of the air conditioning humming away in the background. Who the fuck says sans? Probably safe. Maybe his regret is starting a family. Maybe his regret is starting an actual family? I have no comeback. All I can do is begrudgingly jam a cigarette in my mouth. She flashes at me her standard grin in response. Okay. I find myself eyeing Odette after that, but nah, I wouldn't go at it with someone like her, even if she asked. Boo, you have bad taste, sir. I head out to have a smoke after that, a little annoyed at myself for even considering that an option. Bro, come on, man. What's wrong with buff woman, dude? I want a kind of woman who will actually just kill me, just put me out of my fucking misery. We leave Taiwan in the morning and check back into the same hotel as before when we get back to Beijing. I part ways with Odette. Is it Odette? It could be Odette. Who says she has something she wants to look into. And then I start tailing Ro again. Getting anything worthwhile regarding his regrets as he goes about his daily business proves to be a lot more difficult than expected. So I make my way back to the hotel after I confirm he's returned home. How?
だがお前にはまだ教えない。指名が2人になったら優先権とやらの取り合いになるからな。
That goddess did mention something to the effect, now that I think about it. How the fuck did you figure out his regret? Though, I'm kinda curious what his regret is now. Like, if 2 or more people elect the same person, they gotta reveal one piece of their own info to everyone else to gain election priority. Sure, you'll be able to get info from that person you eliminate, but you're putting way too much at risk in exchange. That's removing the chances of that happening to us by not telling me. In other words, she doesn't trust me. Can't say I trust her either, though. Geezer. Oh my god. Is she talking to me or the guy behind me? The sudden insult takes me aback. But she isn't exactly addressing me. She's looking over the door I entered from. Oh, fuck, it's the old guy. I approach the door, praying the worst case scenario in my head won't take place, and then open it. Rancho, the very man we've been following around, is standing right there. That means he's the one who's been tailing me all along. You thought you were tailing me, but it is I who is tailing you! Damn. He continues talking, blatantly ignoring me. Shit, he knows her name? Oops.
首謀者ときたか。やっぱり私の方が偉そうに見えるってことだね。
そんなことはどうでもいい。
He's right. The important bit is that he called her by her name, meaning he's in possession of her name card. He made it clear in an attempt to bait a response from her. Chances are she realizes that as well, which is why she responded the way she did. God damn it! Why weren't you subtle? Audette, why weren't you subtle? Oh. Well, I guess either of us weren't exactly subtle. I mean, piercings is quite... Piercing? I don't know. Piercings are quite piercing? I don't know what I was gonna say. Piercings are quite standoutish. Yeah, she really does stand out. Not only is she pretty damn tall, but she's also built like a tank. You could say she's got looks, but those don't stand out near as much.
おい、何ニヤニヤしてんだ。
君こそ笑っている場合ではないのでは？取引だ。私にも家族がいる。
Man, fuck your family. You don't give a shit about them. You have a lover.
お前さんは私の死因か未練のどちらかを知っているわけだ。
She takes a deep breath before shaking her head. She knocks the man out.
だったら最初の選定で私を殺してる。
Yeah.
話が早くて助かるよ。
待て。こっちはあんたの情報をすべて持ってるんだぞ。
ああ。だから私の取引はこうだ。ミス・オデット。君は私を指名しないと約束してくれ。さもなければ、このチンピラに君の情報を教える。
His expression is deathly serious. I have to stop myself from cracking a smile. Room is as silent as can be, but not for the reason he's hoping. At long last, that shatters the illusion when she burst off in laughter. Whoops. Damn. She follows it up by punching him square in the face, which sends him flying over to the opposite side of the hall. This dude must weigh over 200 pounds, a true testament to her ridiculous strength. Damn. Only 200? Jesus Christ, it makes me feel like I'm very fat. But most of it's muscle, dude. I'm just big boned. I'm in denial. I'm in Delulu land, bro. She saunters over to him, takes a seat and laughs right in his face. He's holding his cheek after that punch, but it looks like to me his nose took more damage considering it's gushing blood. Up.
笑わせんな。こんなの全然取引になってねえんだよ。
なんだと？今すぐ情報をばらしてもいいんだぞ。そうすれば貴様らは仲間割れに。
She must have some more of my information then.
やってみろよ。だが、そうしたら私はお前の家族を全員こいつに殺させる。
はあ？
She already has all our information, or Federico's information anyways. Federico, not Federico. She punches the floor as a way of telling me to keep my mouth shut.
お前の目論みが成功して仲間割れしたとして、万が一に私が負けて、こいつが生き残ったらどうだ。お前の家族が死んだことはなかったことにはならないぞ。家族だけじゃなく、お前の未練も死んじまう。
貴様、なんて下道な。
What if the regret does have to do with his lover? A child? An unwanted child, maybe? I don't know. Probably not.
黙れよ、クソじじい。
What is his regret then? She stands up and kicks him straight in the gut. Gotta say, even I think she's overdoing it a bit.
小物が生きがってんじゃねえ。お前がおとなしく死んどけば何もかもうまくいくんだよ。取引がしたいってんなら、てめえも私の情報を集めてからな。私が指名してもちゃんと防御できるようにな。
貴様。
ビジネスマンなら0を1にする交渉じゃなく、1を100にする取引をすべきだね。
I mean, yeah. She grabs him by the collar while she spits out her insults. All he could do in response is close his eyes and turn his head away.
遺言状でも書いてな。意味はなくなっちまうけどよ。
Oh man. Once she finishes, she motions for me to go back into the room with her. There's plenty I want to call her out on right now, but last thing I want to do is go against her will right now. It's like I've said before. She's the type of person who ultimately tries to solve everything through violence. Once we're back in the room, she acts like nothing just happened.
さあ、飯食いに行くぞ。
わかったよ。
This woman is really nuts. The Mafia might do some shady stuff now and then, but we still have some attachment to our society norms. Whoops. Considering we dip our hands in regular business to a certain extent. Meanwhile, people like her who live by the rules of the sea lack any such attachments. That realization helps to explain why even the mafioso like myself can be surprised by someone's insanity. She even makes this mafia man stomach churn, bro. Bro was outright vanished by the time we leave the hotel to get some food. I actually feel pretty bad when I think about how he's spending what little time he has left with his family. That being said, the fact that I'm here enjoying some food and booze despite it all proves how messed up I am too. Once we satisfy their stomachs, Audette hits me with a threatening gaze.
お前、こっそりあいつと接触しようとは思うなよ。死ぬよりも恐ろしい目ってのを、私は知ってるからよ。
Oh, don't worry, I'm already halfway there, lady. She says this like it's a perfectly acceptable topic to bring up during a meal.
わかってるよ。残り2人になるまではこの同盟は続けてやる。
なんでお前が上から目線なんだよ。ああ？
わかった、わかった。平等だ。殴るなよ。殴ったらロのところへ行くからな。
それはいい。面白い冗談だ。
She lets out a raucous laugh, but I can tell it's phony. I'm the kind of person who walks a thin line at all times, while making sure that everyone else thinks otherwise. Not that I'm the one to talk. Not that I'm one to talk when I do the same myself. She says she wants to avoid us both electing Ro. For another reason she's refusing to tell me his regret is because she knows there's a chance he has info on her. The fact that I've only realized such a simple truth now proves that I'm still in no position to get an advantage over her. Jumping ship to Ro's side would do more worse than good for me, too. So basically, I'm best off remaining her ally.
しかし、あんぐらいでかいと殴りがいがあるな。もう一発殴っておけばよかった。
She has something against guys. Maybe rich guys or something. Like, head honchos. Maybe she just find, like, people like Ro. I'm trying to figure out her character. She has the thing against people like Ro. I don't have enough info on her character. She's doing really good. I know some of the surface level stuff. But I feel like she has a specific hatred for people like Ro. If that makes any sense.
お前、あの時楽しんでただろ。
わかる？命のやり取りをしてるって感じがして最高に気持ちいいんだよ。
You'd have to be a real dumbass to earn the wrath of someone this insane. Having finished our business, all that's left to do is wait for the second round to start. I wonder, are we gonna go back to Rinka, or are we still with... Okay, we're back with Rinka, alright. Man. Nothing's really changed between me and Miharu ever since this whole thing started. That's not... Oh, there it is. Okay, this took a while. There's actually been a significant change. I'm referring to the fact that we're both just acting as though nothing's changed. As for Naomi, I've been seeing her more and more recently. It's mainly due to my teaching her how to brew coffee for their culture festival. She spilled boiling water and folded the filter wrong a good number of times, but fortunately none of our cups have been broken. Yet. That's likely due to the fact that she's aware of how my grand treasures... How she's aware of how my grand treasures them. So she takes extra care despite her inherent clumsiness. Can't wait for someone to die tonight. I said this out loud for no reason. Mainly for the audience. Jesus, I didn't expect to get... Oh. We still don't have regret. We know his... thing. This guy's doomed. I can't know what this guy's regret is. Like, what is this man's regret? When I remember, I was taken to the dream world at midnight last time. Might as well go to sleep now if that will happen again. I glance over to the clock, which says it's 11 p.m. And then I shut my eyes. Oh, sorry. Fuck, I feel like I'm about to go into the dream world too. Whoop. Space? Okay, doesn't work. I find myself in the court of fate once again. This is impressive as ever. As I figured, it doesn't matter whether or not I'm asleep when the time comes. To my left is Miharu, and to my right is that Middle Eastern man who just killed the tourist before. I take a brief glance at both their faces, opting not to engage with either of them. Part of me is afraid of that man. He doesn't seem fazed by the fact he eliminated someone last time. I can't imagine I'd remain that stoic knowing I'd just stolen someone's future from them. None of the other participants speak to each other. Instead, we allow an oppressive silence to rule the court. The one to break that silence is none other than the girl we've all grown familiar with. She stands in the middle of the court, her posture as elegant as ever. I'm fairly sure she wasn't here when I arrived, and yet here she is now. I assume this is what it feels like if you saw someone teleport in front of you. Probably. She actually might be teleporting though, assuming that whole thing about being a goddess is true.
皆様、まだまだお元気そうでございますわね。再び死ぬ実感など
Really?
まだ湧いてはいないのでしょう。
Okay, she might be slightly sadistic. Just hearing her speak helps convince me she's not lying about being a goddess. You can tell she's looking down on us based on her ruthlessness, which somehow seems fitting for a goddess. I've definitely reevaluated my thoughts on her over this past week. Oh, more art. Or is this previous art? No, this looks new. Yeah, it's new.
それでは、今宵も選定を始めましょう。
Alright guys, time to begin the next election. Are you guys Republican or Democratic? Republican, Democrat. Oh, damn it. Let's get with the joke. No one's ever voting for a third party, man. Bro, the day there's a third party president, I will eat my socks. She softly announces the beginning of the end.
回れ、運命の大時計よ。
In response to her command, the hands on the clock begin to move. The long minute hand points at me. I didn't notice during the first round thanks to my circumstances, but this is basically the method of confirming whether or not a participant wants to elect someone.
私は、
Miharu opts to not elect anyone as well. The man appointed as numeral 3 does the same. He's tall and wears a suit. I assume he's European, based on his facial features. Is he gay or European? So stylish and relaxed. That reminds me, how is it determined that we'll be wearing while we're here? I certainly doubt he's been sleeping in a suit. So, did he get brought here while awake? Or is it what we were wearing when we died? Not like what you're wearing at the time reflects what you'll be wearing here either. The fact that I'm wearing my school uniform despite going to bed in my pajamas proves that. As for Miharu, she's also in a school uniform. This outfit doesn't stand out too much, so I doubt anyone could identify it without taking a picture first. But that doesn't change the fact that the info on me is out in the open. I can't do anything about it so long as I don't understand how to influence my appearance though. Putting that aside, I take a look at all the other participants again. Out of everyone, numeral 7 is the only one who's visibly distressed. Maybe Parka was just acting cynical before. There's no doubt he'll be elected tonight. I'm sure that's what everyone else is thinking too. There's likely nothing in common between us all other than that juncture of casuality thing Parka mentioned before. Our ages, gender, and nationalities are all over the place. It's her again! I'm assuming it's a her. It's her! You fucking bombed us! Probably. Numeral 7 and 10 are younger than me. Me even. Both are girls and foreigners from what I can tell. Why did kids as young as them have to die? She carried a bomb. Don't know who the fuck she is. But we're probably gonna learn more about him. Can we get 7 and X now? Because I know 7 is fire, and 9... Can we get 9? Gold medal. Alright. The fact that I can really come to know the reason through eliminating them is nauseating. Before I know it, the clock makes their way around to numeral 11. It's a tall-built woman, almost like a sports athlete. Not only are her legs long and nice, but her chest is sizable as well. Nice, Rinka. Okay. You can tell there's no way in the world that she's Japanese based on her looks. I'm normally jealous of tall people because of my height, but even I know it's impossible for me to ever look like that. A clock hand stops in front of her. I feel like our eyes meet all of a sudden, probably because I've been staring at her for so long. I avert my eyes immediately. I don't know why, but my instincts are telling me to fear her. Your instincts are correct. She's not normal. She's built different. She's built incorrectly. Not just because of her build. There's something fundamentally different between her and regular people like me. She's a different It's a different kind of fear than one I feel in relation to numeral 12, too. Part of me gets worried that I'm about to be elected, but as I expect, she goes straight for the numeral 7. The small hour hand spins to point toward them. The platforms both of them are standing on begin to emit an odd light. After that, the minute hand shifts to numeral 7, who simply shakes his head. Looks like he's not electing anyone tonight. Is it 7? No, it's 12. Whoops. Numeral 12. Alright, got it. Whoops. Why did I say 7? I was looking at 7. Parka smiles once the longer hand finishes making its way around. That's not the face of someone who would normally make when they know someone is about to be eliminated. Both of their platforms start to move and gradually rise above us. The same thing happened last time, too. Businessman's talk. I take my eyes off the rising platforms after muttering that. It doesn't take long for them to finish. As I expect, it's the woman who returns. She reports the results to Parka, her expression one of obvious displeasure. Oh. Okay. So numeral 5. Who is this person's name? Okay, not that useful, but it still be useful. Oh. Did we meet him before? I don't know if we met this guy before or not. Numeral 5 looks like the oldest one of us all. He's most likely Japanese, which is not good for me, because that means this lady is going to start coming for him. He doesn't react when she mentions that she's learned his name, although he might just be feigning indifference. In fact, the woman seems more transparent with her emotions than him. She's the complete opposite of numeral 7, when he elected and eliminated someone. Oh, 12, sorry. When he elected and eliminated someone. While he displayed no emotions at all, she's openly annoyed. But deep down, she seems to be enjoying this. She reminds me of a kid who gets angry when they lose a game, but secretly enjoy the experience. Oh no. Definitely a sadistic person. I want some more time to observe things here, but Parka brings an end to tonight's round without a moment's hesitation. Unlike the first round, I've come a long way from this one, having learned a lot more. Unfortunately, that only serves to give me an even worse feeling about the days to come. The second week. Okay, we're on week 2. By the time Audette eliminates Ro, morning has come. I can't even remember whether I was awake or asleep when we got taken into the dream world. Especially due to the fact that I didn't take time difference between here and Japan into account. But from now on, I should make sure to remain more alert on Sundays. Once we'd gotten ready to leave, we call on room service to bring us up some breakfast. His lover? Or his family? I think back to my previous suggestions, albeit without much confidence. She gulps down the rest of her Americano before continuing. Gotta say, she really likes espresso-based drinks, doesn't she? Oh no! Oh fuck! Oh no, that's really not good. Oh no. Like, he's like, she really likes espresso-based drinks, doesn't she? And here I am being like, oh fuck. The main character and one of the love interests work at coffee shops. Or shops that sell coffee. And she just got the name of a Japanese person. Those three are fucked. Dog related. Huh? What do you mean by dog related?
ってあの犬で。
What the fuck do you mean? Dog related?
ああ。だが、
Oh,
あ
Bana's
の愛人
lovers.
が飼ってた犬って
Okay, thank God? I don't know.
あいつは
One of the
犬と
raised
一生
ones.
共にし
To
た
be
だ
there for it as a pup.
子
To be
犬から
best
育
friends
て
with
て
it.
成犬になれば友人になり最後を見とる。
That's weirdly wholesome, but also he's dead.
あ
Oh,
りふれた経験だ
man,
が得難い
sounds
経
like
験でもある。
man, that's fucking weird. That's a weirdly specific thing, but I guess I get it. Hold on, I just got a phone call. Hold on. Hello?
犬ごときが未練になるもんかね。
でも人それぞれだろうに、お前の国でもペットを飼うのは普通だろ。
俺の国ではな。
I'm not fond of having to talk about myself, so I try to shift topics.
ところで、なんでそれが分かった？
お前が愛人のところに犬がいるって言っていたのを聞いて。
Wow! She really thought about the dog then. Huh. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Well, we're gonna know nothing about that tourist character. Not now, not ever. But honestly, that scares me.
んで調べてたら、ローの妻が犬アレルギーだったって判明した。
Oh.
そりゃ飼えないわけだ。
Damn. She spills every last bean up on his personal life after that. His parents, who lived on the countryside, had a dog back when he lived with them during his youth. The dog was killed in a traffic accident, though. His family refused to get another pet after that, since the sudden shock that came from losing it was too much for them. And that led to the birth of Rose's great regret.
今度こそちゃんと死を見とってあげたいってな。
Man.
気持ちだけは分からないでもないな。未練になるほどってのは俺は理解できないけどさ。
She scoffs in response. Believe it or not, but this brute actually has a soft spot for animals. I could use this! Hell, her ultimate regret might not be dog related as well. Not like you can keep a pet where you're always at sea to see. Maybe she just wants someone in her life, someone who will be with her despite, her attitude and, her lifestyle sort of thing. Either way, the discussion moves away from Rose shortly after that. Over the course of his life, he kept too busy and was too financially unstable to own a pet. And once he got married and settled down, he discovered that his wife had allergies. God damn. Guess we'll never know whether or not he's convinced his lover to get a dog because of that. Or if he just went with her because she already owned one. Hell, she could have been just some lady he hired to look after a secret pet dog. That's the only one with the answers now. Oh well, probably shouldn't concern myself with someone who's been eliminated. The goddess that said that anyone eliminated during divine selection would have their reversal of their deaths undone. Not only that, but the events linked to that period of time would also be undone. She flings her smartphone across the table to me in response. I don't even need to browse the web based on her reaction, so I give a casual glance toward the screen before handing it back. Oh, man. Shit, I actually have some... I kind of feel bad for him, actually. I'm starting to find myself curious about how the election process works. She doesn't seem too sure at first, but she decides to take time to give me a primer. A pretty long primer at that, even for someone who talks as much as she does. Oh shit. Oh fuck, we're actually getting into it. The circular platform both Audette and Ro were standing on began to rotate as they were raised above the courts of fate. Upon reaching a certain height, they stopped ascending. The layout of the upper area was similar to the lower stratum, but parts of it felt different somehow. The goddess, displaying her usual wry smile, had made her own ascent before either participant could blink. After ascending, all the cards in Audette's position sprung out from their book at once. The strange light surrounded them, masking both their number and contents from everyone's view except Audette's.
なんだ、言えばいいんだな、こいつの情報を。
貴様、
あなた様のお好きなようにカードを宣言してくださいまし。
Audette's eyes scanned across the cards in front of her. She currently had 9 cards, including her own. Among them were 3 specific cards she needed to read aloud. She has 9 fucking cards already? Like, like, does it count her own? It probably does count her own. So then we'd have 7 then. Or Rinka would have 7. Same we, but there's 2 protagonists. She presses her fingers against them before speaking. Okay. Alright. Found the fan base's favorite. I'm sorry it's too late, man. Holy fuck, the music's banging, though. Stroke? Hey man, it's nothing personal. I want to live, man. It'll all be undone after you're dead, and both of us can't survive, so... yeah. I really like the art in this game, ignoring the obvious. But like, you know, you could tell the difference between the lighting of the hair, and like the regular cloth, and like the leather jacket, and like all that sorts of things. Like, and the metal right here and here, like, and the little jewelry in her hair as well. Like, the art's really good, if I'm being completely honest with you. And they really went all out with the art. And the music was good. But I can put a price on yours, and yours is worth less than mine. Once Audette finished, 3 of her cards floated away from her. After reaching the middle of the Court of Fate, they came together and formed a triangular shape. Getting tall again. Hello? Hello? Who knows whether or not he could hear her last words to him. He simply hung his head in despair, realizing his fate had been sealed. One by one, Odette's card began to emit a white light. Said light got brighter and brighter until eventually it blanketed the entire area. And then it happened. In the brief moment that Odette's vision was blinded by the light enveloping the area, her consciousness was overtaken by an unfamiliar scene. Her senses were linked to that scene as well. Fuck, did she see how he died or something? She witnessed a number of old chubby men. All were wearing expensive suits and sitting in an oddly bright room. Their faces were all twisted into expressions of boredom. The artificial lighting in the room was almost blinding when it reflected off the documents they had all brought along. It was apparent that they were holding some sort of meeting. She could tell it was one of great importance, judging by the tone of their voices. However, she was unable to hear the details of the conversation. Some manner of the interference prevented her from doing so. And then, the unexpected struck. All of a sudden, her vision went blurry. The next, her face slammed down on the table with a thud. She was unable to muster the strength to move her body whatsoever. She collapsed down onto the floor. The unclear voices were now clearly being directed toward her. Eventually, her consciousness faded as she lost all bodily sensation. A stream of memories flowed. All manner of people were talking to her, and it was impossible to make out a single word they were saying. Regardless, the sense of disconnect she felt at the moment made it clear what was going on. Oh man, she's experiencing what Chanho went through? It's pretty interesting. These were Rose memories. Memories of the moment he died, engraved upon his very soul. He drew his last breath. Rose thoughts were of his dog, that died when he was young. By the time the flash ended, Ro had disappeared from Odette's sight. The card she used to elect him did the same, and the room returned to its unusual gloomy atmosphere. One thing she noticed was that the beam of light that shone from above had grown thicker, although she wasn't sure whether or not it was just her imagination. Man. It's gonna suck when she eventually gets around to one of us, and then it's like, oh fuck, everything burns! Parka opted to respond with nothing but beyond her wry smile. In her hand were 3 cards. I didn't realize that these were the cards that were in Rose's possession. So he went with the names? Huh, interesting. So he went with the names instead of Numo XI. That's 11, right? Oh. 11's name and cause of death. How the fuck did he find out how she died? The platform on which Odette stood began to move after Parker asked the question. When she imagined this outcome, the fact that she was so on the money left her visibly annoyed. Following that, both her and Parka lowered to the lower level of the Court of Fate. I try to imagine everything she's just explained to me. Basically, you're forced to experience the same death as those you eliminate. In response, I make sure to sigh loudly enough for her to hear. She keeps babbling on without a care in the world, though. Yeah, it was inevitable. Uh-oh. And considering how visually striking our main character is, we're screwed.
あんたが取得したカードの主はどうやら日本人だったな。相当なジジイだったと思うが。
そういうことだ。よし、食ったら出るぞ。
It finally feels like the second round's over. Now that we've decided our next move. Man, who would have thought such a small detail of that dog would actually be that man's regret? But now I'm trying to figure out what other characters' regrets and, like, even our main character's regrets, because we know how we died in an explosion in a fire sort of thing. But we don't know our regret. We do have number 9? No, yes, 9's regret, who we do not know yet. I don't think. Which sucks, cause I wish we got to see all the characters, but we're probably not gonna see them all until like week 3 or 4 or something. Flushing down the last flaky bits of my croissant with some milk, I stand up and get ready to leave. This morning brings memories of another nightmare with it. The second round of divine selection has taken place. At this point, I've already accepted that I'm a participant. The fact I'm alive right now makes it hard to comprehend the reality of my own death. But it's no longer about whether or not I believe it. Rather, the events that have taken place so far are starting to get to me because they all feel so detached from my own personal life. Divine selection's grinding along and 2 people have been eliminated without any influence on me whatsoever. I keep telling myself that they had died over 2 weeks ago. But I can't forget the faces I saw in the court of fate. That alone is enough to make my heart ache. I don't want to die. Not having access to my own cards is frustrating too. There's one major reason behind my reluctance regarding all this. And it's the fact that I don't even know what my own regret is. I still haven't sorted out things with Miharu, but it's entirely possible that we can both be eliminated while preoccupied with that. Oh man, Miharu could be her crush on me, and I don't know what about our character. I don't know what our character's major regret is. At least not yet. As afraid as I am of both the woman from last night and the guy from the first round, not to mention everyone else, I'm not about to go down without a fight. I have 3 cards at the moment. If I'm gonna do any digging, it needs to start with the people these belong to. Yeah? Okay. looked up that Federico Carminati person after I finished collecting my thoughts. As expected, no useful information. All I learned is that it's a common name in Italy. The other two cards provide me with cause of death and numeral 4, and the regret for numeral 9. All I know about them is that they seem to be foreigners. After a big sigh, I set about my morning routine. There's always the possibility that the other participants don't know anything about me. Doesn't mean I can waste my time, though. My own name card was among those distributed at the beginning, which means it's only a matter of time until someone puts two and two together. One thing that has me curious in numeral 4's cause of death, much like me, their card says they died in the fire. From what I recall, numeral 4 is a boy from abroad. Of course, there's no guarantee that he got caught up in the same situation as me. Much like how there's no guarantee that I simply died from the fire itself. In fact, I don't recall how one broken out on the train in the first place. There are plenty of possibilities from a simple accident to an international terrorist attack, but there's no way for me to find out when the act has been undone. In other words, all I've got going for me is my memory, and even that's not reliable. No point in forcing myself to try and remember, especially when there's a near zero chance of a hint magically appearing to help me out, and then the hint magically or not. I make my way downstairs to have some bread and then head to school. Alright. I feel like this is a good place to end it on week 2. I'm just gonna save it real quick though. I'm saving it with like every fucking decision, huh? Whoops. I meant to exit game. What the hell is this thing? Main menu, okay. Load down that, okay. Quick game. Alright. I feel like we've done good enough for this stream. We've gotten far enough. Once again, I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow, but I will be streaming on Thursday with Genosha if everything goes alright. There's not really much I can say other than, you know, let me see if I can pull it up. Dude, I wish I could just fucking skip all the way to... Okay, I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna go back. So Danganronpa are, as you can see, 33 published parts, which is mostly redesign stuff. And I have a redesign update. Next stream, I'll add the link below. And once again, this is stuff I've reposted from, December 14th. Okay, this was when I posted it. But I had the drawing itself done way earlier, you know? So it's like a few months ago. I feel like my drawing skills have improved a little bit more since then. But I'm not really in the mood to redesign these characters because I felt like I did good enough for most of them. I might redesign one or two more. But that's about it. I could probably fix up the hairstyles as well. But other than that, like, you guys see it now. It's on my Wattpad. You can just look at my channel if you really look for the link, or, like, go to Phanatophobia and then find on my, account, Danganronpa R. I almost got all of them posted. I'm just doing a few every day, you know. Other than that, though, there's not really much else I can add. Thanks for watching, and I'll be seeing you guys Thursday, hopefully.